Hello friends, in previous session we discussed syllabus. Today we are going to start our first unit, Introduction to Python Scripting. Outline for this unit is Introduction to Python and Basics of Python. But in this session we are going to discuss only introductory part. Python is widely used general purpose high level programming language. It is very simple programming language. So even if you are new to programming, you can learn Python without facing any issues. Before going to discuss introductory part, we'll discuss history about Python. It is invented in Netherlands in early 90s by Guido van Rossum. It came in picture in 1980s. Actually, its implementation was started in December 89, and Guido is fan of famous TV show in Netherlands, Monty Python Flying Circus. So based on that, he gave the name as Python. Python is open source programming language. Python is most popular programming language amongst other programming languages such as C, C++, PHP, Java, etc. So many programmers typically prefers Python programming. Python has three versions. Python 1 was initial version. Python 2 was released in 2000 with special features such as garbage collector and support for Unicode. Next version is Python 3, known as Python 3000 or PY3K. It was released in 2008 with major improvement. Python 3 not compatible with Python 2. It was suggested to use Python 3 and recent version is 3.8.3. Next topic is scope of Python. Apart from being an open source programming language, it is also one of the most versatile programming language. Developers use it extensively for application development and system development programming. Also, it reduces coding effort and gives better test performance, which ensures better programming. So, the scope of Python is in various areas. First one is web development. Python is one type of scripting language. Therefore, it is used for web development. It provides famous Django framework which work in an open source. This web framework designed to help you build complex web applications simply and quickly. Second type is chatbots. A chatbot is a software application used to conduct an online chat conversations via text or text to speech. For example, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, etc. They will be using a natural language processing library NLTK to create chatbot with the help of Python. Next is game developer. Developers can develop games in Python using Pygame library. Cocos 2D is one of the few Python game libraries other than Pygame. Cocos 2D is reliable and mature open source software framework that is used to build 2D games, apps and other cross-platform GUI-based interactive programs. Fourth one is Selenium automation. Selenium WebDriver is a collection of open source APIs which are used to automate the testing of web application. Selenium library is a web testing library for robot framework. Next is data scientist. Data science using Python is widely used. It is a favorite tool along being a flexible and open source language. Its massive libraries are used for data manipulation and are very easy to learn even for a beginner data analyst. It uses machine learning and deep learning, that is ML and DL. Next is desktop application. Python is also a general purpose programming language. It can be used to develop desktop apps. There are several toolkits available for the same. It uses Kiwi library, which is open source Python library for rapid development of applications that make use of innovative user interfaces such as multi-touch apps. It is a very it is a really interesting GUI framework that you can be used to create desktop user interfaces and mobile applications. Next is what can I do with Python? Python has taken over the developing space. In fact, it's everywhere, such as first, system programming. System programming with Python is a whole lot easier with the help of the OS module. It serves as an abstract layer between the Python program and the operating system. Next one is GUI. Python offers multiple options for developing GUI, that is graphical user interface. Out of all the GUI methods, tkinter is the most commonly used method. Third is internet script. A script is used to automate certain tasks in a program. It has always been possible to use Python for creating websites using scripts. Next one is component integration. Python scripts can easily communicate with other applications with variety of integration mechanisms. It can integrate with C or C++ and communicate over a Python framework, then integrate Java and .NET components, and it can communicate over frameworks such as COM, that is Component Object Model. Next is database programming. Python supports various databases like MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, PostgreSQL, etc. It also supports data definition language, that is DDL, data manipulation language, that is DML, and data query statements. For database programming, the PythonDB API is widely used, that provides a database application program interface. Next is gaming. Python is an excellent choice for rapid prototyping of games. You can write whole games in Python using Pygame. Next one is images. Python imaging library, that is PIL, provides the Python interpreter with image editing capabilities. Next is XML, which stands for Extensible Markup Language. It was designed to store and transport small to medium amount of data and is widely used for sharing structured information. Python enables you to parse and modify XML document. Next is robot. Python is a useful language to learn as it is widely used in computer science and machine learning. Python is the language that is used with the Raspberry Pi. This makes it highly relevant to robotics because you can use Raspberry Pi to control a robot. And many more areas are there where we can use Python. Next point is why scripting is useful in computational science. Scripting plays a very vital role in computational world. Here some points are discussed related to use of scripting in computational world. First point is scripting is choice of scientists. Scientific computing environment are very popular since last decade. Scripting is widely preferred by scientists or engineers. They feel more productive in such environment. Next point is customized environment building. Problem with above environment is they do not work easily with other types of numerical softwares and visualization systems. Python offers simple and clean syntax of command languages in these environments. Python is very powerful and lots of tools available for simulation, visualization and data analysis program. Next point is scientific computing is not number crunching. Means very often scientists and engineers have to work with data cleaning, shuffling of data between different tools, converting data into another format, extracting data from images, or extracting numbers, numerical data from given texts. Scientists have to do numerical experiments with the large data, and these tasks are fastly completed by scripting languages like Python than other programming languages. Next point is graphical user interface, that is GUI. Computational scientists and engineers are not much interested in fancy GUI of the language. What they need is simple description about how to wrap GUI to their applications. So for this, Python provides TK-based GUI tool which makes easy to wrap existing program with GUI. Next point is demo. Scripting is particularly attractive for building demos related to research, presentation, teaching material, project presentation. So Python provides simple and inbuilt syntax to modify and extend demos. Next one is modern interfaces to old simulating codes. Means many users want to take advantage of new programming features but don't want to scratch old or existing code. Such a migration from one language to another, scientists prefer scripting interface instead of traditional programming language. Python interface takes advantage of object-oriented design, GUI, visualization, etc. Next point is Unix power on Windows. Scripting languages are inspired by Unix operating system, yet it is cross-platform. Many computational scientists use Unix operating system. It gives combined power of Unix and Windows or Unix and Mac style. Then why Python is popularly used? One problem is there in previously discussed environment that they do not work in easy way with other numerical software and visualization systems. At this point, Python comes in because it offers clean and simple syntax. This language is very powerful. Lots of tools available for gluing your simulation, visualization and analysis of data the way you want. Python is interpreted. Earlier we discussed Python is processed at runtime by the interpreter. You do not need to compile your program before executing it. This is similar to Perl and PHP. Python is interactive. You can actually sit at Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly to write your programs. So interpreter means here line by line execution of the program. For that purpose, Python prefers interpreter mode over here. Python is object oriented. It supports object oriented style and it also encapsulate code within objects. It is beginner's language. It is a great language for beginners. It supports wide range of applications from simple text processing to you can design your www browsers to games. Means you can design your applications, simple text or games. It's possible over here. Features of Python. First feature is readable. Python is very understandable language as it is simple one. Next feature is easy to learn. Learning Python is easy as it is easy to understand and thus easy to learn. Third one is cross-platform. Python is available and can run on various operating systems such as Macintosh, Windows, Linux, Unix, etc. This makes it a cross-platform and portable language. Large standard library. Python comes with large standard library that has some handy codes and functions which we can use while writing codes in Python. Next is open source. It is an open source programming language that is freely available. This means you can download it for free and use it in your application. Supports exception handling and advanced features. If you are new, you may wonder what is an exception. An exception is an event that can occur during program execution and can disrupt the normal flow of program. Python supports exception handling, which means we can write less error-prone code and can test various scenarios that can cause an execution later on. Advanced feature supports generators and list comprehensions. Next is automatic memory management. It supports automatic memory management, which means the memory is cleared and freed automatically. You do not have to bother clearing the memory. Characteristics of Python. It supports functional, structured, and object-oriented programming paradigm. Functional programming, in which we try to bind everything in pure mathematical function style, and it is declarative type of programming language. Whereas structured programming means a program written with only the structured programming constructions such as sequence, repetition, and selection. Where sequence means serially statements are written by following some structured format. Repetition means by using loops such as for or while loop. And selection means here we can select some conditions based on if then or if then else. Next type of paradigm is object-oriented programming, which means method of structuring a program by bundling related properties and behaviors into individual objects. Second characteristic is Python can be used as scripting language or can be used for building large applications where code is compiled to bytecode, that is, program code has been compiled from source code into low-level language. Third characteristic is Python is high-level dynamic data type language which do not require the explicit declaration of the variable before they are used. At runtime, data type checking is done because Python is strongly typed language as the interpreter keeps track of all variables types. Next characteristic, it supports automatic garbage collection. In previous topic we already discussed automatically the memory get cleared over here. We can easily integrate Python with other languages such as ActiveX, C, C++, Java, etc. Next is scripting or programming language. As Python is also used as scripting language, all scripting languages are programming languages. These are used in web applications. Here, instructions are written for a runtime environment. Scripting or programming languages do not require compilation step like other programming languages like C, C++, Java, etc. Rather, these are interpreter based, means line by line code is executed here. Programming languages are designed for the purpose of integrating and communicating with each other. The widely used scripting languages are JavaScript, VBScript, PHP, Perl, Python, and many more. We can use these scripting languages in conjunction with other programming languages like HTML, Java, or C++. Scripting languages are very much inspired by Unix, yet it is cross-platform. In this session, we discussed Introduction to Python, Python versions, scope of Python in various areas, what can we do with Python, why scripting is useful in computational science, why Python, features and characteristics, and scripting or programming languages. In next session, we will discuss remaining part of introduction. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you very much.